Hi, this is Sheri Ann Richerson from experimentalhomesteader.com, and today we are going to be making homemade peanut butter cups. I'm going to be using these Miren reusable non-stick baking mini silicone cups. There are 24 of these in a pack, and there are 6 different vibrant colors. Let me get a different color. That was an orange. Okay, here's a purple. So you can see what these look like. They're great for all kinds of items, homemade candies, cupcakes, mini muffins, all kinds of things. And I do need to tell you, I did receive these for free or at a reduced price in exchange for my honest review. All opinions are my own. So the first thing we're going to do is, I already have water in my double boiler back here. Let me take this off the heat. Okay, I'm going to open this up and I'm going to put my chocolate candies in. Okay, you can use whatever kind you want. You can even use chocolate chips if that's what you want to use. And I'm going to let these melt. And while I'm doing that, I have 1.5 cups of peanut butter here, and I chose to use chunky. And I also have a cup of powdered sugar. I'm going to put this in my food processor. So some of these nuts are going to get chopped up in here. And that's why I wasn't concerned at all about using chunky peanut butter. However, if you want it completely smooth, I would recommend using creamy peanut butter. Okay. I think that's about the best. I'm going to get that out. So we'll get our 1/2 cup here. If you're wondering what temperature I have the double boiler on, I have it on about a medium, just because I want my chocolate to melt kind of slow. If you think your chocolate is a little bit thick when it's melted, a little bit hard to deal with, you can add just a touch of oil, coconut oil, olive oil, vegetable oil, whatever kind of oil you like, but go very slowly because that will thin the chocolate down. Okay. So I have all of that put together, and I'm just going to set this aside. And I do want to tell you, I did use a little bit of butter on the insides of the baking cups that I have prepared just to help make sure that nothing sticks. Okay, so I'm going to turn this on. We're going to start mixing it. This is starting to look pretty good, but I'm going to give it just a little bit longer. Yeah. Okay. Okay, and this is what this is going to look like. I know you are probably having trouble seeing that because the light's washing it out. But the peanut butter and the powdered sugar are very well incorporated. And you can add a 1/2 teaspoon of salt into this if you want to. I think I may go ahead and add a 1/2 teaspoon of my chocolate salt that I made myself. And then we'll be back to show you how to put this together. Okay, so I have decided to go ahead and add a 1/2 teaspoon of my homemade chocolate salt into this, just to give it a little bit more flavor. This is what my chocolate salt looks like. It is literally salt and chocolate ground up and mixed together. And I'm checking on my chocolates. They're starting to melt. So I'm going to go ahead and mix this, and we'll be back. Okay, so we have put the peanut butter filling in the refrigerator so it can harden up a little bit, so it will be easier to roll into little balls. My chocolate is melted enough that I'm going to be able to fill these little cups, just the bottom of them a little bit, with some chocolate. Okay. And basically what I'm doing here is just getting the bottoms of these ready for the actual peanut butter to go on top of. Doesn't matter if you spill a little bit of the peanut butter, or I mean the chocolate, on the edges, because you are going to cover the peanut butter up. I'm going to set that back up there. Okay, and I'm just taking these and I'm kind of bouncing them down a little bit to flatten the chocolate. Take one of these. Okay, this is basically what it's going to look like. So just a little chocolate in the bottom. And when I'm done filling these, we're going to set them in the refrigerator for 10 minutes. And we're going to let that chocolate harden. And then we're going to bring them back out. We're going to make our peanut butter balls and cover those with chocolate and send them back to the fridge for another 10 minutes to harden and then unmold. So we'll be back. Hi, we're back. Our chocolate is hardened in the little cups, as you can see. So what I'm going to do here, I have some cocoa powder on this plate. I'm going to take just a little drop of the peanut butter balls, or of the peanut butter, sorry. It will be a ball when I get done. I'm going to drop it down here in the cocoa powder and kind of coat it, and then I'm going to roll it. I do have some cocoa powder on my gloves, so kind of roll this a little bit to make it kind of into a ball like that. This is what it's going to look like. So this is kind of a messy job. And then I'm going to put it in here. Okay. What I want to do is I want to get it in, but I don't want it really touching the edges. So I'm going to try to pick this up and show you. Okay, you see how it's in there, but it's not touching the edges? Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my glove off because I have made this kind of messy. And we're going to go ahead and add some chocolate on top of this. Again, making sure use your little spoon if you have to, because you don't want the peanut butter to show on the outside of the chocolate. I'm just going to dip out. I'm going to stir this because this has been sitting here for a little bit. Then I'm just going to dip out a little bit of the chocolate. And I'm going to drop it around the edges and on top of here. This does take a little practice. And I'm going to just bounce this down a little bit. Okay. And there is my first peanut butter cup ready to go in the refrigerator and chill. I'm going to do the rest of these and then we'll be back to show you what they look like unmolded. Okay, so we just took these out of the refrigerator. It took 20 minutes in the refrigerator. I guess I do normally put these in the freezer. I didn't have room. I also used the rest of the peanut butter to make these little peanut butter cups, which I realize are washing out. They are not ready yet, so they're going to have to go back in, and I'm going to leave these set in overnight. Okay, but the peanut butter cups we are ready to unmold. And we are just going to peel this back. Okay, I think they are still a little soft on the bottom, but you see how easily that came out? No mess. And here is my, I'm going to flip this over because like I said, we're still a little soft on the bottom. There is my finished peanut butter cup. I'm going to set this one back in. Can you set those back in the fridge? Yep. Okay. And we're going to try to unmold some of these. Like I said, they may take a little longer. If you're in a hurry, use your freezer instead of your refrigerator. Okay. Okay, these are doing pretty good. I did end up with a little peanut butter sticking out the sides a little bit, but not too bad. So I'm pretty happy with the way these turned out. Like I said, my molds are going to be so easy to clean, and as you see, they are just peeling right off. Super easy, guys. And everybody loves peanut butter cups. And there you go. Thanks for watching, and have a great night.